Hey guys, so I just wanted to talk a little bit more. I think I tapped into the spirit guides and why we don't hear them. But I'll go a little bit more in depth here. Probably not too much in depth, but I'll give you a little bit more detailed in regards to spirit guides, when we are in the dark night of the soul, or just where we feel kind of disconnected, or when just you it's just a I don't know type of feeling, right? So usually when it's like this is that we are getting tested, okay, or we are getting upgraded, right? We are leveling up. We're going to the next phase, right? Or we are opening our consciousness, or we are taking a step forward in our spirituality, right? We are growing, we are evolving, right? And usually it's just like this type of phase that is it just feels not right. But yet I'm like, we haven't changed anything. But it's just like that uncomfortable. It's just an uncomfortableness, okay? And if you focus on that too much, then you really get distracted, but you have to kind of just get yourself out of it, right? And what I've been learning from my dark night of the souls is that you just keep moving forward. You may not see, where you're heading, but by you just keep moving forward and not try to retrieve in a way of resistance, then you are doing good. You keep your meditation, you keep just honoring yourself. That is going to pull you out. You giving yourself the TLC and love and care. But I'm getting right distracted. But I think that's something that I needed to say. And it really flowed really good. So, yes. So I'm back. But why the spirit guides, right? Why can we not feel them or just feel their energy? Why can't we get the clarity right away? Well, when we are in this uncomfortableness, like I said, if you pay too much attention, it really kind of disconnects us. It brings a fog into our space. And when that happens, us receiving the messages are not as fluent as it should be, right? It doesn't flow as how it used to be, okay? And that's the reason why we don't feel them or see them. Before you enter this uncomfortableness, you're getting downloads, you're getting confirmations, you're getting messages, you're getting communication. And when you are in this uncomfortableness, you just, all of a sudden, it's like, it just clouds you. It's like this cloud goes everywhere where you go. And then it's just like trying to get the messages, and then you do ask. Because I know for a lot of us, when we are entering this, we would want to just like do this on our own, right? And be able to navigate. But sometimes when you're stuck in it for too long, something comes over us. It's like, could it be fear, right? Could it be like, did I do something wrong? Are you lacking something, right? Then the doubt starts coming in. The mind plays a role in this, right? The distortion of the mind puts a role on this, and it continues if it's like wants to grab at you. So then you do ask for, clarity, right? You ask for clarity, and you kind of like are in a desperate kind of mode. We try not to do that, right? Because we know that these energies are just coming in, and just let them come in and let them go, right? That's what we are needing to do. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Instead of like keep on hold of them. It's like, why am I feeling this way? Lock them up, chain them up. It's just, yes, acknowledge them, accept them, and, be comfortable to answer those questions on why this situation is coming up. Why do you feel that way, without being in denial? Okay, that's the way of being able to release that uncomfortableness, right? But when you are calling in your guides in this uncomfortableness, the answers may not show up right away. They're not visible to us as what they used to be. Why? Because we have this cloudiness that we are carrying. So it's not as obvious. The messages, the spirit guides are always there. They are always there. But at that time, it's kind of that cloudiness, it kind of dims our light and it dims their light. So they're just able to observe us and how we are navigating. So, they can put out messages, but for us, it's really unclear because we kind of get really distracted in this fogginess, right? And how you remove your fogginess is by, saying affirmations, doing TLC, giving that tender love and care to yourself, because it's very important. That's where the divine feminine energy comes in, okay? And by you, what's been working for me in this time of uncomfortableness is the affirmation of, give me the clarity to navigate through this, right? The other one is just a very simple thing to do, but when we're there, it's very kind of challenging for us to do, right? And it's really following your your good feelness, okay? So is what makes Maida happy? What makes me smile? I'm going to do this for myself. I'm going to do this for Maida. What does Maida want? Right? That's how you remove the cloudiness. What does Becky want if your name is Becky? What does John? Okay? What does Pedro? Right? What does Mel, right? It's just, you have to bring that energy. You have to really want to own your mind back, okay? You want to take control of your mind, not the mind controlling you, okay? So that is something that I wanted to share with you guys. But your spirit guides are always there. But around that uncomfortableness is very challenging. But they do get their messages across, and especially when you're in the uncomfortableness, our divine source, our God, He is there, and He knows exactly what you are going through, and He feels you, and He understands you, and He really brings that hand of comfort that feels really good to you and to your heart, and know that, you know what, I'm going to get through this. I am going to get through this. And I'm going to let you know, there hasn't, when I'm in this uncomfortableness, it's nothing seems very appetizing, right? And so I was looking at something on the TV, and it was kind of intriguing, right? It said alone, and I was looking at it. I usually don't watch these type of shows, and it was let me see, it was about 10 men, and they were taken to this island. I think it's Vancouver Island, and they were scattered among themselves, but in different areas. And so they were going to stay there as long as they would tap out. They're like, you know what, I can't do it anymore. And all the 10 guys, all the 10 men have said, this is not a race against anybody else. This is a race against myself, right? So that didn't even click to me. It's like I was watching it. It didn't click in for the first 2-3 days. I was just watching. I'm like, right? Until the third time, it really kind of revealed itself, where I just like, oh my God. It was talking about me. It was talking about me. And I'm like, how in the world did I not see this coming? And it really brings you to enlightenment, right? It brings you to like, oh my God, this freaking feels so good. My divine source, my God never left me. My spirit guides, you guys are still here. So what it was letting me know is that there's no race against anybody else. At your work, with other family members, with your environment, it is a race against yourself. It is a race against yourself. And what they were telling me, how they really interpreted it was, you are getting pushed to your limits. And that's why the dark night of the soul, or this uncomfortableness, it's really good for the soul. It's good for us. It's good for our evolution. We might not see it at that time, but it really is. It really pushes us to our limits and really lets us question, do we want to be here? For me, it's like, do you want to just let it ride under the carpet? Nobody to see you. You're just passing by. Is this something that you are really wanting? And it's like, no. I do have thrive. I do have this greatness to succeed. And they're like, okay, well, where is it? I know you have it. My soul is aching and saying, yes, you have it. But where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. I don't see it. And so that is something that really came out. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so true. So why am I going to dim my light? Is my soul does not want me to dim my light. Then why was I dimming it? Right? So that is something that came to me in regards to that. And also it let me know that not to go. It's not you in nature. When I was watching this show, it's not you against nature. It is how you can incorporate yourself in nature, right? The ebb and flow of things, right? That is the way of living. That is the way that it should be. Showing respect and owning and respecting yourself, and really giving that time for things that need to happen, right? Giving that time to really move itself and be at oneness and at peace with yourself, right? And with everything around you. That's how you feel at peace, comfortable, just liberated from the entanglement that you feel when you are in this uncomfortableness, right? So I just wanted to share this beautiful information because it really enlightens you so much that all you have is gratitude, right? It's just that. is just what it is, right? So wanted to put that out there to my beautiful friends out there. Oh, there was one person that said, why do you say beautiful souls, or why do you say beautiful friends? It's like, you don't even know me. And I laugh about that because it is funny, because they may not see it, but they have a beautiful soul. It's in there because why? Because we're connected. We are all God's creation, right? So I just wanted to put that out there. Thank you for really being part of my journey and me being part of yours. It really makes a difference in the world. And as you can see, the world is changing to a very fascinating world that we have never seen before. Alrighty, guys, until next time. Bye.